All right, man. Yo, dude, I swear. Look, I'm going to call you back as soon as I'm done with this. How y'all doing out there? Thank y'all for tuning in to the Henny Show. Now, it ain't going to be no jokes, no laughter. Ain't nothing funny about this video here, because there's some real serious stuff. Young Dolph is killing more people dead than he ever did when he was alive, and that's something that we going to be talking about tonight. It's very unfortunate that the people out there in Memphis is losing their lives left and right because of young Dolph. But the truth of the situation is, man, we don't know if young Dolph is really gone or not because they didn't show no casket or nothing like that. So we trying to figure out, is he really gone? Because people dying left and right, and they talking about young Dolph is out there. He the one out there busting the triggers. I don't believe that's true. But it's a lot of scary stuff I'm about to be sharing with y'all. Like I said, I ain't about to die like that other comedian, and I ain't no comedian. I'm just giving y'all the news. Homeboy was dying laughing, then he wound up dying laughing.
Oh my goodness.
And I ain't trying to go that route, so I'm being real careful with this information. I know it's a lot of people out there that love young Dolph, and I've been doing some research on the city of Memphis, trying to figure out how come they killing over there. And according to the information I received, the devil live in Memphis, y'all. 666 Hell Lane and all that. And we gonna get into that as well. My man Eric Mack said, be safe, Sean. Yo, I'm gonna tread lightly on this one, because I don't want no smoke whatsoever. I'm a vegetarian.
Oh my goodness.
But that's Negro here nor there. Now, this Makita's place is already haunted. And people don't understand how haunted this Makita's cookie place is. I've been doing some research on that as well. I need y'all to listen at this real quick, because you ain't gonna be able to sleep good tonight, buddy. So, matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get into this news, because the whole Makita cookies and all that, if I was you, I would stay away from there, and you're about to see exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, listen at this here. Listen at this man.
Really? For his mother.
Dolph and another young man stood in the left corner of the store on their cell phones and never saw it coming. Maurice drove up to see his workers raising their heads from ducking bullets and the young man.
Now, before I continue on with this, the news lady said that they didn't see it coming. They was looking the opposite way. So therefore, the people working at the bakery had to see it coming. They didn't alert them. Y'all need to get down. They pulling out guns. And this man wasn't even there. And how long do it take to give somebody some cookies and all that? It ain't like they was baking them and he was waiting for them. Them cookies been sitting up there for weeks. I seen the store. The cookies already bagged up. But they ain't know what was going on. But I'm going to explain to y'all. It's some crazy stuff, y'all. Keep on paying attention. Listen at this here.
Just distraught. He was hysterical. He was punching on the window, and because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know there was a body laying there, and I thought, matter of fact, I thought he had shot the place up himself.
Hill says just
How you not gonna know what's going on in this dead body right there in your restaurant, child? Listen at this.
a year ago, young Dolph told him he wanted to tell the world about Makita's. The baker now feels an eerie and painful coincidence between what's happening now and the store's namesake, Makita.
Now, let's talk about this, y'all. For the people that didn't know, I covered this on my other channel, Docs Daily, but I gotta provide y'all with this information about Makita's. And rest in peace to Makita. But the young lady passed away from leukemia, and they decided to name the store after her. So the store was basically founded on death, yo. And now that young Dolph is gone, and he got a legacy with Makita's, they talking about his ghost is still hanging around there, yeah. I know it ain't Halloween, but it's gonna get spookier. Listen at this here, yo. Cut that music off, man.
6-year-old niece. She was a patient at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital and died of leukemia.
She told my wife and her mother, she said, why these folks bringing me all these presents? She said, they think I'm gonna die. But she said, I'm not going anywhere, but don't tell them. And then, you know, for those words to come out of her mouth, that she's not going anywhere, and here we are, almost 23 years later, and they still calling her name.
Now, that's the scary part. Now, the young lady was getting a bunch of gifts because people felt sorry for her. And she said, I ain't going nowhere. Don't tell them no, because I want to keep on getting these gifts. And they decided to name a whole cookie store after her for sympathy and all that. Now, they got a young Dolph cookie that they working on for sympathy. And that's why a lot of people believe either young Dolph was set up or he's still alive, yo. Somebody trying to capitalize off of this, and this comedian dude passed away the other day. And this is something else that's real crazy that people not really thinking about. Look at this, y'all. Memphis comedian reportedly killed after celebrating young Dolph's murder. And I did some research on this guy. And just because somebody make funny videos on Instagram don't necessarily make them a comedian.
Oh my goodness.
But at the same time, ain't nothing funny about nobody passing away. Look at this, y'all. A Memphis comedian named Dummy was reportedly killed after joking about young Dolph's murder. It's being reported that the Memphis comedian Jerry and Jummy Childs was killed after making jokes about rapper Young Dolph's murder on social media. Say Cheese reports that the comedian passed away, and many believe he was targeted for joking about Young Joe. Listen to what he said that got him killed. He said, man, them folks just kill Young Dolph. I love Memphis because we so gangster. It wrote Dummy on Facebook with laughing emojis. And then he said, man, because if you ain't from Memphis and you ain't the police, just quit trying to solve Dolph murder. These folks don't came and locked up my grandma.
Oh my goodness.
And the people in Memphis killed him over that. So like I said, I ain't cracking no jokes because ain't nothing funny about this. And people texting me talking about they working on a new movie or remake the Candy Man. They gonna call it the Cookie Man. And I don't think that's funny. Like, you don't joke about stuff like that. This man is no longer here, and people still trying to find ways to make it funny. And that's why you got people out here dead for trying to crack jokes. That's not something that I'm willing to do because my life is too important for all that. Real talk. And if you think you're gonna get up in the middle of the night and go get you some Oreo cookies, you better think twice about that. Because Memphis got an evil-ass history that I'm about to be sharing with y'all. Look at this right here. These Memphis rap tapes are actually haunted, but they're awesome. They got this stuff in the Guinness World Records and all that. You got Devil Music 3-6 Mafia coming up. I told y'all the devil live in Memphis, yo. All of these CDs and stuff is really haunted. Like, it's been the people that do the exorcisms and all that, DJ Screw and all them tapes. Y'all got to be careful with this stuff y'all listening to. And Young Dolph, one of them horrorcore rappers as well. And we going to talk about all these bodies popping up in Memphis because he's no longer here. And I'm going to be opening up the phone lines to him. My question for y'all is, are these killings senseless or are these killings justified? Because if these killings are not justified, then we got to talk about what's going on with black people in America. Where is Black Lives Matter? How come nobody's up and armed about black people killing black people? But if Young Dolph got shot by a cop, y'all would have been out there rioting, still out there rioting for days. And y'all know I'm telling the truth. We're going to open up them phone lines in a
Memphis
minute.
police say one person was taken to the hospital, but they should be okay.
Y'all got to see this real quick. Yo, Reg, cut that music off, man. Because this dude got shot in his buttocks trying to get some Makita's cookies. But before we get to that, here go the dude, Dummy Stacks. And he's supposed to be a comedian, y'all. Look at this.
Hey, man, these motherfucking money, bitch. I'm off the porch with it. Got these gang members with me. What's up, nigga? What? He don't even know how to shake up. That nigga get up. What's up, nigga? You ugly.
How is this funny? Like, this is sad. He a Crip, a Blood, a GD, a BD. He dirty. They sitting in the middle of some bird. He over there dropping eggs and shit. What is he supposed to be, a duck? Why is he dropping eggs and feathers? And then you got this other dude over here bent over the whole time. Y'all think this is comedy? Just because you get stupid on Instagram don't make you a comedian.
This nigga her nigga house and stole they baby. So ever since then, we been calling them little baby. This nigga here, my little bro. Let's right, blood gang. No, but hey, but this my nigga though, you know, yeah. He don't play that. Show him your man face.
Okay, yeah, let's continue on with the program. Because he said this man snort Percocets, and the way they looking like they had sex before, but he's no longer here, so we just gonna change the subject and all that. But yeah, I guess anybody could be a comedian nowadays. But you know, joking about young Dolph, that's not the move. So that's not what I'm here to do, and I've established that already. So my people in Memphis, don't be looking for your boy and all that, because I ain't got nothing to do with that street life. I'm a Christian. And my grandmother used to wipe my mouth and all that good stuff. I'm a very, very good boy. So let's just move on with this news. Because this is going to be a short one today. Because, you know, I'm very nervous. I've been squeezing my butt cheeks together ever since I hit the record button.
First tonight, we're learning more about the white Mercedes connected to both the murder of rapper.
Hold up, let me open up these phone lines real quick before we get into this news. We waiting on the phone call. Call in and let me know, do y'all think these killings are justified in Memphis? Because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. If somebody wrongs you and harmed you, it's only right that you retaliate. You can get away with murder in certain situations. So all these killings in Memphis justified? Because people from Memphis love to talk about, oh, you don't know the streets. You don't know what's going on in Memphis. Well, hold on, y'all. We got a phone call. Hello. Who this is, man?
This is Joy.
Hey, what's going on, sister? How you feeling?
I'm feeling great. How are you?
Yo, I'm over here doing real good. We gonna need you to cut that off in the background.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, okay. Just a moment.
Hold on. You know we talking about young Dolph, right?
Young who?
Young Dolph.
Young Dolph.
You don't know who young Dolph is?
I thought we were on the subject of Bill Crosby and
we ain't talking about no Bill Cosby. We talking about young Dolph. I did that video last month.
Oh, well, young Dolph, what about him?
Sister, we ain't got time for that. What the hell going on here? She called up here to talk about Bill Cosby and all that.
Goodness.
Old ass need to be asleep. The phone line's open, man. She over there. She don't put her teeth in, put on her glasses, pour her a cup of coffee, and don't even know what the hell we talking about, man. Don't messed up my whole video. Matter of fact, we gonna get back into this news real quick, because the people at Makita's Bakery is super duper sketchy, and they probably had something to do with all this, y'all. Listen at this here. Oh, yeah.
He says this is not how he wanted Dolph to let the world know. Pamela, who shared the same July 27th birth date with the slain rapper, says she might not have been familiar with his music, but she felt akin to him as an entrepreneur and philanthropist.
Just wanting to give, just wanting to change the whole world, you know, I feel that's what he felt.
She says now is the time to change, to end the killing of young black men.
Yo, man, I just don't understand. All this deaths surrounding Makita's, yo. And it get even deeper, but I don't even want to go there with y'all, because I'm not trying to ruin this black-owned business. Because they already getting their money off of Makita. Now they got young Dolph on top of that. Ain't no telling shit. Obama, you better hope you don't pass away in Memphis. You choke on a cookie or something, they gonna have the Obama cookies.
Young Dolph murder case tonight. Police are still searching for those responsible for the death of the Memphis rapper. Police have received a number of tips, and it's this.
Yo, she too damn fine to be working up at the news, like real talk.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how she got that job or where they found her at. But, yeah, she too fine to be on TV. She got her cell phone, her nails done, her eyes done. She got an iPad. What type of ghetto-ass news? Look, it ain't ghetto because it's her. But, you know what? Let's just get back into the news.
Level of community engagement could be the difference in solving this case. WREG's Jordan James shares why fans say they're beginning to feel optimistic.
Hold on, y'all. We got a phone call real quick. Hello. Who this is? Hello?
Hello, this is Buzzy.
Hey, what's going on,
Hello?
homie? No doubt. My question for you, we gonna need you to cut that off in the background.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's off.
Okay, my question for you is, are these killings in Memphis justified, or are they senseless killings?
I think they senseless. Obviously, it's a pattern that's not gonna stop if you continue doing the dumb shit. You just see ignorant niggas with demonic energy, rebellion energy. So, I mean, it ain't gonna stop because I mean, we grown up. We've been living in a certain situation where we grown up as a society, as Black culture, to move and act a certain way, operate a certain way in the justice system, operate like this and that, and we've been conditioned and indoctrinated in a certain type of manner where we just revenge is the best dish served. You feel me? Like we don't look the other way. You feel me? It's you get mine, I get yours. At the end of the day, you feel me? I want to make your mom bleed or cry the same way you made mine in a certain type of manner. So it's not going to end. It's senseless. The people that are ignorant and stupid think it's justified. At the end of the day, you take mine, I take yours. That's just what it is.
But how come it's not that same energy with like a George Zimmerman or the people that killed George Floyd? Or, like people ain't out there running and gunning for that.
Well, okay. That's a whole situation where George Floyd and everything like that. You know, Black Lives Matter. They like to. Well, it's a money thing too. They're not gonna get money from street killings off rip. You feel me? Like when they get killed by the police and stuff like that, you know, that's more when they can hit at the government system and stuff like that and do things where they can change laws and stuff like that. You know, they do it for more of a beneficial type of matter. They don't care about the communities. They don't care about urban communities. They don't care about gangs, killing gangs. You feel me? They don't give a fuck about that. At the end of the day, and I'm sorry for cussing, but at the end of the day, these people that, you know, with the George Zimmerman, the George Floyd and everything like that, you feel me? Anybody who has a certain eye to, you know, how they do in symbols and just everything like that, you know, it's just a whole situation where they're putting energy, negative energy out there for the people to consume that, so then they can, you know, put out a problem, see the solution, and look for or see the problem, look at the reaction, that's some real and then stuff, make man. The solution.
Yo, no doubt, man.
Like,
yo, I feel you on that, and yo, you know the phone number. Make sure you call back whenever you feel like it. Real talk, man. Yeah, I think I knew what he was talking about. Something about the Obama phone getting jammed or something like. Maybe he need a new phone plan or something. But at the end of the day, hold on, let me grab this real quick. Hello. Who this is?
Yo, what's going on, man? First, I want to say, you know, shout you out for even having the live right now. All right.
No doubt.
All right. So the question is, ask that question for me again so I can answer it.
Yeah, are these killings justified in Memphis? Because they out here killing left and right. People getting shot just for going to the memorial. And I could see if people had a good reason to do what they doing, then we wouldn't have to have this conversation. But if it's senseless, then what is wrong with our people? Do you think these killings are justified, or do you think they senseless killings?
All this stuff is senseless killings for a man that's 40, 35. But Dolph being 36, he represented what the young boys is going through. That's, you know.
36 ain't necessarily young, though.
I get that. I'm saying that what Dolph represents, his style, his form of music, that trap music, is for kids, man. Anybody 40 years and up ain't out here turned up just trying to shoot people for no reason. They got jobs. That's these kids, man. 18, 17, 16, 21. Yeah. Yeah. All this is senseless, but they turned up, man. They like shit. If Dolph can get it in broad daylight, anybody can get it in broad daylight. That's how they feeling.
Yeah, so why are they feeling like this though? Like, where is this energy coming from? That's what we trying to get to.
The music, brother. You know, like, have you ever listened to an album? The whole album is shooting a nigga on sight.
Oh wow. Oh wow. So that's really what it is out here with these young kids.
Yeah, that's what it is. On sight. I got a problem with you. If I see you at the gas station, you know what it is.
Okay, so my question for you is, why do people mourn these rappers or feel sorry when a rapper get killed? Why people be crying and, oh, he's gone? And like, should we even feel bad for people in that lifestyle when they get killed? God damn, you let out the Lordest fault. Oh, yo, you need to go handle that business because you over there Putin on the live stream. I don't even need the answer to that question. He just squeezed one off and all that shit. Yo, you know the phone number. And go sit on the toilet or something. We gonna holler at you later. That was disgusting. And this is why we can't get nowhere, because you got people Putin around literally, and we trying to get to the bottom of these problems. He let that thing ring. You would have thought he was a shooter. Shit, he'll blow your head off on sight and all that. But that's Negro here nor there. Let's get back to this fine-ass news lady and what she talking about. Shoot, young Dolph probably was her baby daddy. Hold on, we got a phone call, yeah. Grab this real quick. Hello. Who this is, man? Hello?
How you doing? This Mr. Cheeks calling in from Richmond, Virginia, or from Tidewater.
Yo, no doubt. Mr. Booty Cheeks on the phone. Yo, we over here talking about what's going on with young Dolph, and we need you to cut that off in the background.
Oh my goodness.
Nothing's on in the background. That's the computer.
It's the computer? Well, we can hear the computer. We gonna need you to cut that off.
It's off.
Oh, no doubt, bruh. Yo, do you think these killings are justified, or do you think they're a bunch of senseless killings? Because if they justify, then, you know, people gotta do what they gotta do. But if not, what is wrong with our people, bruh? You think they got a right to be killing people like that over young Dolph?
I'm gonna tell you just like this. This is a matter of morality. You know what I'm saying? And black people need to return back to God, straight on up. Straight on up. Because it's not just in Memphis, it's in Richmond where I'm at. I'm from Tidewater, but I'm up in Richmond. They doing this, they copycatting this. You know what I'm saying? So this is a thing where Israel need to return back to their God. Point blank and simple. And they're making it so easy to be demons, but they don't know they entrapping themselves. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you feel like they all need to be locked up, like just round all their asses up and put them in jail? Like, you think that'll solve the problem?
No. I think people of the light need to go out into the streets and see what these kids, what's on their mind. You know what I'm saying?
Killing is on their mind. We already know that.
Yeah, but I'm in Richmond, brother. You dig? And I'm from Tidewater, and it's a totally different thing. It's a totally different thing up here. You know what I'm saying? And I talk to these cats. And everybody ain't up on no killing like that. So these cats don't even want to do that. You know what I mean?
So what's your solution to the black problem with these kids killing each other in America? What is your solution? What is your plan to get black America back on track?
Well, what I'm doing with myself is I'm praying. I'm fasting and praying. I'm talking to more. I'm talking to more of the people in my neighborhood and reaching out more. So you can only start where you at. You know what I'm saying? And them people in Memphis, they got ministers. They know people of God. Why they ain't stepping up? You know what I'm saying? So people got to do their own due diligence, man. That kid is your kid. You know what I mean? All these OG niggas up in the hood, they can put their 2 cents in and stop some of this.
So you not eating, that's gonna save the world. So everybody put down them chicken wings. Young man, don't eat those French fries. You don't want to kill nobody tonight. So that's your solution to the black man's problems. Stop eating and pray.
It's a little deeper than that, brother. You making it funny, but it's deeper than that. You did? It's very deeper than that. And if we got to come back to our God, plus we got to know who we are. It's a whole bunch of stuff we got to do as a people. You know what I'm saying? How about the abortion rate? No one talks about that with black folks. You know what I mean?
Well, a lot of these dudes out here killing, maybe they needed to get aborted since they out here killing people and all that. You know what I'm saying? I know that's cold-blooded, but it is what it is, man. We got to figure out a way to stop all this killing. You feel like these killings ain't justified. A lot of people feel like they are. We just stuck in the middle right now, man. And thank you so much for your phone call. Don't be no stranger. Make sure you call back. And go get you something to eat, bro, because you over there. He tripping, y'all. Ain't eat nothing in 5 days. Black fish, blue fish, green fish, blue fish, knick-knack, paddywhack. Hello. Who this is, man?
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, bro?
What do, man? I thought you were live up there, man.
Yeah, man, we over here live talking about this young Dolph situation. They say he hunting Memphis and all that. They calling him the cookie man, and you go to get some cookies at night, you're going to have some problems. It's just a bunch of foolishness going on. We going to need you to cut that off in the background. Matter of fact, we going to need you to just go somewhere. Go on. Nigga, go on. What's wrong with y'all, man? Call up here. TV blasting in the background. You bobbing your head listening to me talking and I ain't even rapping and all that. Cut that shit off. Hold on, yeah. Hello. Who this is?
Hi, how you doing? Let me turn this off.
Thank God.
Makita.
How you doing, sister?
I'm doing good.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. It's a lot of killings going on in Memphis. People dropping left and right in the name of young Dolph. And I could see if it's justified. That's what we're trying to figure out tonight. Do you feel like these are justified killings, or do you think they're senseless killings?
I think it's very senseless. I think it's senseless, and it's just the energy that they just have to dissolve. It's like a spell that's cast over the city, and everybody has to become more spiritual and just start to just burn out all those bad energies that's lingering in the air.
You know what it is, man. I think people so accustomed to being a victim in situations, men and women, people just addicted to being a victim. People signing up to be victims. You could see the writing on the walls a mile away, and people still put themselves in situations to be victims, man. Like we just engulfed in negative energy. And I feel like the only way we can fix that is to be accountable for our actions. We got to be held accountable as well as a people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. I saw a movie on Netflix called The Harder They Fall, and they had two black cities. One was Jericho and one was Redwood. Then they had a city called Mayville.
Sister,
so I think we should get back to
wait a minute. Wait, no. We all seen that movie. You make it seem like it's a diamond in the rough, like nobody's seen it. We all seen that movie by now, but I see what you're saying. So we need to be some cowboys
and get focused on what's going on. We need to just segregate, take ourselves away, and get back to the basics. We need to learn how to be a mayor, and we need to get back to politics and civics and shit like that.
No, sister.
We're ignoring the 2-year election.
No, sister. That's a bad analogy. That don't even make no sense. You know what I'm talking, you talking and all that. Let me go ahead and say what I got to say. That was a horrible analogy. She's sitting up there talking about we need to go back to the harder they fall. It was nothing but black people killing black people in that movie. That was a horrible analogy. Hello. Who this is, man? Hello?
Yeah, what up, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
Call from Bridgeport, man. How you doing?
Oh, that's what's up, bro. Yo, we over here. We need you to cut that off in the background.
I got you. Yo, listen, I want to say right now, it's justified. Everything going on is justified. Let me tell you why it's justified. It's because what you reap, you sow. You put all that energy. You put all that energy into the world. You put all that negativity into the world.
Let me grab this. Hello. Who this is, man?
Hey, what up? This B from around the way.
Hey, what's going on, bro? We over here talking about this young Dolph situation. My question for you is all these killings in Memphis justified, or do you think they a bunch of senseless killings out here?
I mean, it depends on how you want to look at it, you know? We might love Dolph and, you know, what he was doing for the community. He might have did these guys, you know, crossed these guys back in the day. We don't know what's going on in these people's personal lives, you know? But at the same time, it's still senseless because it's a alleged black man killing another black man, you know?
Yeah, and plus people going to the memorial just standing around trying to pay their respects, and then they mess around and get shot.
Yeah, I saw that, but I thought that was I thought they said that it was they were like running from the police. They weren't like necessarily there at the memorial.
Man, look, the police is saying anything. They don't want to solve these murders. Right. They want to keep this stuff going, man. It's good for business in Memphis right now. Business is booming over these murders.
Yeah, it's a war zone going down there. You know, may the Most High bless them.
That's so real, man. So what does that say about our people when we out here killing each other up like that, and nobody's being held. Where is the marching and all that? Where's the Black Lives Matter? Where's the boycotting at?
I mean, we've been lost at it as a people for a very long time now.
Mm-hmm.
We've always, I'm gonna say, since we tried to get it together in the early 1900s up until the 30s when they cut it off for us. They cut that cord that they gave us and then messed us up. That's a whole nother long history or whatever. But I really don't know, man.
That's true, man, because they talk about instead of the vampire in Brooklyn, Young Dolph, the vampire in Memphis, he terrorizing people from beyond the grave. Yeah. Like, one person, Dad, you figure that's enough. Like, okay, let's cut this out. But it's like, shit, it's like eating chocolate chip cookies or whatever. Like, you just can't have one. And I know that's a horrible analogy because we talking about Young Dolph, but something got to give because we people out here trying to survive and do what we got to do. We already ain't got nothing, and we just making it worse for ourselves. Like that dude in Wisconsin that ran over all them white people. I look like him a little bit. When I go outside, people be looking at me with the mean mug and all that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's some crazy stuff that he did. I really don't know the whole backstory on. I don't know if he had maybe a mental health issue. I'm gonna try to play the card.
They said he saw his baby mama in the crowd, and he like, oh, there go that bitch, and started running over people and trying to run over his baby moms and all that.
Wow. Yeah, he had his own insecurity. He got his own issues.
Exactly, bro.
That can't be reflective of us as a whole community. That guy had some issues to run over.
Word up, man. A lot of people got issues out here. Thank you so much for your phone call. Call back whenever you feel like it, man. Let me grab this real quick. Hello. Who this is, man?
Hey, what up with it, man? This your boy Al Green from Arkansas.
Hey, what's going on, bro? We over here talking about this Young Dolph situation. My question for you is, are these killings in Memphis justified or are they senseless murders?
Hey, man, this is just senseless, my nigga. It's crazy. It's just playing into the white man's hands. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They want us to kill each other. You feel me? And doing it is by setting up these beefs between these rappers. You feel me?
So it's some white... Hold on, wait a minute, bro. So you telling me it's some white dude in the office orchestrating and pulling the strings on all this?
I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's puppeteer. You feel me? You got to have... puppets to do puppet things. You feel me? If you got a rapper out here saying, you know what I'm saying, running the north side, and then you got another rapper out here from the south side, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing independently. Mm-hmm. Independently now. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people get mad at that. You know what I'm saying? You bringing in more bread and people respecting you a little bit more because you're doing this independently. You feel me?
So if you independent and you not no slave, people get mad at you for not being a slave?
Damn right. You damn right, because as Malcolm X says, open up your mind, free your mind. You feel me? And if black people open up their minds and see the big picture, you know what I mean, then you will see a lot of power. White people get scared when black people, you know what I'm saying, can open up their minds and you know what I'm saying, and do things for themselves. You know what I mean? If you got one OG telling you to go to school and do right, and you got all these kids doing right, somebody gonna get mad at that guy because he's telling you to do right instead of doing wrong.
So who was telling us to do right? Young Dolph was telling people to do right?
I'm just saying. I'm not saying like. I mean, like the actions that he took.
Huh?
I ain't saying I'm not saying the music wise, but the action that he did for the community. You know, provide for the community, being in the young people's face.
How did he provide for the community?
I mean, I'm just, donating money and being there for, at counselors.
How did he donate? He donated some money to who?
I mean, like council centers, like he was doing all these other things, popping up at schools or being at these colleges, you know what I'm saying? Being in young people's lives, like telling them, being a mentor, let's put it like that. Like, I ain't saying that like he was just being a big mentor, but he was going out into the community and he was, you know what I'm saying, telling people telling the kids that, you know what I'm saying, stay in school and do all of that. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yo,
what I'm
no
trying to
doubt,
get.
man. Yo, that's some real stuff. Thank you so much for your phone call and all that. Look, man, everybody want a black Superman, but he ain't it. Wait a minute. I do apologize, y'all. People want a black Superman real bad, but Young Dolph ain't him. And rest in peace, Young Dolph. And like I said, man, the vampire in Memphis, he out there for real. And people, bodies popping up left and right. I swear I ain't trying to disrespect Young Dolph because his homies is not going for that. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab this real quick. Hello, hello, hello. Who this is? Hello? Nah, we can't hear you, bro. Y'all gonna have to get y'all phones together. Matter of fact, I'm about to wrap this up real quick because, like I said, I ain't trying to end up like D Money or whatever his name was, yo. Because he thought shit was funny, and now he ain't even here to laugh no more. But y'all need to see this right here because this kind of tripped me out as well. These Makita cookie people, something ain't right with these people, y'all. Look at this here.
If he was in the store, he's one of the owners. From my dad, he was in the store, he's one of the owners.
If he was in the store, he's one of the owners.
Maurice drove up to see his workers raising their heads from ducking bullets. Maurice drove up to see his...
Oh, he said he wasn't in the store. His daughter said he was in there. Hello, hello. Who this is, man? Yo, what the fuck going on over there? Shit, they have it ain't nothing but a gangster party. Shit, go in the bathroom and call.
Workers raising their heads from ducking bullets.
Maurice drove up.
Hold on, y'all. Let me grab this real quick. Hello, hello. Who this is, man?
I need to see this right here because this kind of tripped me out as well.
Swear, these people got issues for real, for real. Okay, where was we?
Workers raising their heads from ducking bullets.
So Maurice drove up from...
We got a phone call.
Somebody lying. Let me grab this real quick. Hello, hello, hello. Who this is, man? Hello?
Hello, Sean. I'm calling to answer the big question that you've been asking over and over for the longest about most of these rappers. People are getting killed for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You need to Google up, and your subscribers need to Google up the LCP Foundation. They manufacture and make people. It's not, they call it clones. It's not clones. These are anomalies. 80% of the rappers are not even human. Who in their right mind could curse, raise hell, and tell people how to sell drugs and kill each other? Only an anomaly. Look up the LCP Foundation, and you will have your answer. They are not human, Sean. Believe me, they are not real.
Hold on. I'm Googling this right now. You said the LPC?
No, FPC Foundation.
FPC Foundation.
SCP Foundation. I'm sorry.
It's a S?
SCP Foundation. They make people. This is the government been doing it for the last 80 years. These people are not real. Gang members, they make the gang members. They make the drug dealers. They make the drive-by shootings. It's all done by our government. Not only American government, governments around the world. They've been cloning people ever since the 30s. They've been, they also...
Hold on, sister. I typed in what you said, and ain't no G-Unit popped up. 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, and Tony Yayo, sister. I don't know if you telling the truth or not.
I'm saying the SCP Foundation. Those people, that's not popping up. The SCP Foundation is a government foundation. This is what you all need to be up on and watch your children around these people. They're right in your neighborhood. You see those buildings that's shut up and they say, oh, that building is out of order. It's all bolted up. They got a whole lab and they're making people, baby. Get up on it. Wake up.
Yo, that's real talk. Thank you so much for your phone call and all that. Yo, we gonna holler at you later. Yo, I thought Miss Cleo was retired and all that. She got a new hustle. the spooky hustle and all that. You scare your ass out some money. She a G Unit fan, yeah. Hold on, let me look at this real quick. Hello, who this is?
Hello?
Hey, what's going on, bruh?
What's up, man?
Yo, no doubt, man. My question for you is, do you think these killings are senseless killings in Memphis, bruh? Or do you think they justify?
It's senseless. It's senseless killing because it's like, at the end of the day, it proves what to the black community? You know, like you can't sit there and say, you know, when racism, you know, hit our door, we out here saying justice for, and then you go empty a whole clip on your own people. And that's why I think the black community have to understand this. Unless we practice these two things, nothing gonna change. Nothing good gonna come towards the black community. We have to keep our money, spend our money within the black community, and we have to take care of traitors, sellouts. These are the ones that
shit. We all gonna be dead if that's the case, bro.
Those are two things.
Who not a traitor? Who not a sellout? If you go to work, if you got a 9 to 5, you a goddamn sellout.
You are. And don't get me wrong, I eat from the same tree. And if somebody would have come to me and say, "Hey, look, you doing this, you a sellout." All right.
If you renting a house or if you renting an apartment, you a sellout because you. I mean, ain't no way around it.
No, I'm saying that if there is something you can, not to say you go around it, you just have to detach yourself from that, you know. And that's the problem that we are fighting, where it's like you have people that knows both sides of the fence, that play both sides of the fence, and you have to take care of that. You know, you got people like Obama's out there, just like at my job. There's people that working hard, doing the right thing to become supervisors.
Did you just say Obama?
Yeah, like Obama. There's a lot of Obamas out there. You see what I'm saying? Put yourself in school, work so hard, understand the game for what it is, and then you go align yourself with the people that's attacking your own.
How you gonna say we need to deal with traitors and then say we need to be more like Obama?
No, I ain't saying we need to be more like. I said traitors like Obama. I said traitors, sellouts like Obama. There's a lot of them out there.
You know what? I'm just going to say this while you on the phone and all that. The reason why we can't get nowhere as your people, because we like to just run in circles around the real problem and all that. Like, I don't think our issues started in slavery. We bought some of this stuff from Africa, man. We've been beefing with each other way back when, before we even got to America and all that. And for
those are the traitors. Those are the traitors. That's what I'm saying. Those that go out and only do the dumb stuff to their own people, that sit there and play both sides. Those are traitors. Harriet Tubman did it right. When those that say I can't walk no longer, and they wanted to turn around, what did she do? What did she do?
I
and
don't
that's
know.
what I'm saying. We need to get that. We need to have that mentality. We need to have that mentality. You got so many black folks that get in position of power, and they turn on their own people. And that stuff I hate seeing.
Are you involved with somebody? Are you in a relationship with somebody?
Yeah.
Is your girlfriend black?
Yeah.
Is she a dark-skinned sister?
Dark-skinned sister. She like brown skin.
Uh-huh. And you love her to death, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you caught her cheating on you, what you gonna do?
Cheating on me? I don't know.
You don't know?
I mean, I would leave the situation. I would leave the situation for what it is. But she traded on me. You know.
So that would make her a traitor.
Yeah.
So you sleeping with the enemy and all that?
Huh? Yeah. You sleeping with the enemy. You know, and that's what I'm saying. I'm speaking based off of race. That's what I'm talking about.
Hold on, Brenda. Girl, go home. Because she over here. He said he going to beat your ass when you get home. Matter of fact, get out of my house and close that door. She on her way, and I know who you are as well. And this is the thing about it. You talking about who traitors are. I don't know you like that personally, but she be coming over here begging to spend time with me and all that. So you need to talk with her, and we going to holler at you later, bruh. See, I don't do that drama. He called up here acting like he Malcolm X, and he ain't even putting it down in the bedroom. and his girl, oh, your girlfriend's a traitor. But that's Negro here nor there. People love to talk in circles. You got people talk about clones, got people talk about Harriet Tubman. We ain't never gonna get to the bottom of these problems, man. Oh. Hello, who this is, man?
Man.
Okay, we could barely even hear you, bro. We gonna need you to cut. Okay, he that nigga that I don't want to talk to and all that. Call up here disrespecting himself. How we gonna have a sensible conversation? I'm that nigga, I'm not that nigga. You would have thought Mystical called up here. Hold up, yeah. Hello, who this is?
What's up with it, man?
Yo, man, we over here talking about this young Dolph situation. My question for you is, do you think these killings are senseless killings, or do you think they justified in Memphis?
Well, shit, it depends. It's like, far as just with the senseless thing, yeah, because the thing about it, the funeral home's filling up. So they making money out the young black brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? So as far as like with the internet, a lot of these bloggers and shit like that, they putting targets on people. Now with the senseless part, I feel like the people that's disrespecting him as far as his death, they ain't senseless at all. That's like you right now. If you my partner, a nigga pull up and do something to you, I'm gonna ride for you. Now the people that's I don't know about and shit like that ain't putting faces on shit, I don't know about them people.
But if it was but to be real, if it was some white people, you would let that slide. Tell the truth, you would let it slide.
Not at all.
Yeah, you would. You would.
Look, I'm glad you said that because that shit got something to do with the Black Lives Matter movement. Peep this right. I like how you said that. A nigga right now, they see the police, they got a gun on them, and the police walk up and mean mug them or some shit like that, they gonna take off running. They got that pack on them, they gonna run. But the thing about that, if a nigga walk up and mug them, they ready to blow his motherfucking head off.
Exactly.
So they don't ride the same way. When a white man kill him, Black Lives Matter, the rappers out there, people putting money in, waving signs, all that shit. But when a nigga kill a nigga, everybody, oh man, we ain't snitching. Everybody want to tell on the police. But when it's a brother and a brother, man, don't talk to the police, man, you a snitch. You know,
and that's
shit.
ass backwards. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to clean up the neighborhood, trying to, prevent the killings. It's a whole bunch of witnesses. Ain't nobody seeing nothing.
Real shit. And that's in the black community. You feel what I'm saying? And the thing about it, like, I heard somebody say not too long ago, they said, do right. Everybody keeps saying do right. Shit, Martin Luther King was for the right? What they do to him? You know what I'm saying? So people always say the right and right. Sometimes the world balance off of good and bad. If everything was perfect, we wouldn't know nothing about evil. If everything was bad, we wouldn't know nothing about good. You know what I'm saying? So the world balance off of negative and positive. You feel what I'm saying? It's all on you how you live your fucking life.
Yo, that's real, man. It all depends on, each one teach one, but some people just don't want to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, what do we do with the people that just ain't gonna get it, man? They just gonna be stuck and with that ghetto, ignorant mind frame. What do we do with people like that?
You got to walk away from them. Everybody don't deserve help. Everybody don't deserve love. Everybody don't deserve money right now. You can be my partner. You can be rich. You could be trying to tell me everything to do right. But I can still be fucking off and come back to you every time broke. You be like, man, what the fuck wrong with this now to give him $1 million? But I'm out here just fucked up. So some people you got to walk away. Like, you just got to walk away from things. You know what I'm saying? You could try to help somebody. Ain't nothing wrong with helping people. But some people, it ain't in them.
That's so true, man. And I know you want to run right now talking all that good stuff. Look, they told me about you. You a street legend out there in them streets. Don't act like you not. I know exactly who this is, bro. Real talk. Yo, we gonna holler at you later, though. No doubt, man. He got more bodies than Young Dolph got bodies. But he got the plan for the black man. This is why we ain't never gonna be able to get ahead, ja. Because the main person telling you to do right is the main person telling you to do wrong. And that's why all these churches in the ghetto is in the ghetto. Because you got a pastor sitting up there with all the money telling you what you need to be doing, while at the same time he winking at your wife, your daughter, and your auntie and all that. Real talk. And these rappers ain't nothing but modern day pastors. Okay, people calling up here block, call your mama and all that. Hold on, let me grab this real quick. Hello, who this is, man?
My name is Neil.
Hey, what's going on, Neil? We over here talking about this young Dolph situation. And my question for you is, do you think these killings are justified, or do you think there's a bunch of senseless killings going on in Memphis right now?
Well, I believe there's a bunch of senseless killings going on in Memphis right now, but you got to think, though, man, when you take away somebody else's life, man, sometimes it's an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth, you know. Sometimes retaliation is the way some people grieve.
Retaliation?
Hey, but can I say something real quick, though?
Oh, we all is, bro.
About this case?
Uh-huh.
Man, okay, they had the footage, I guess, from outside of the place, but nobody has seen any footage from inside of the, any surveillance footage from inside of the cookie shop. So I've been, following a little bit, and I want to know, like, when did Dolph's, quote, unquote, security guard, was he in the car with his gun, or did he get out the car with the gun? When did he get out? Or, well, okay, first of all, I guess they said he was inside the building with Dolph, but did he go in there with his weapon, or did he go back out to the car and get his weapon? You know what I'm saying?
Man.
And you're not just going to walk in the establishment with a Draco to get some cookies. You know what I'm saying?
But this is the thing about it. Now, if he went to a Jamaican restaurant or something, I can understand him sitting there waiting for his jerk chicken or whatever to get done. That might take about 20 minutes and all that. But you go to a cookie shop, it ain't like he like, oh, drop 2 cookies and drop a milk, and you got to sit there and wait for it's already done. You go up in there.
Right.
It was nobody in the store, nobody in the lot, nobody was there. So how long do it really take to get your damn cookies?
Yeah, and then they said he ran out of the place and started shooting. So you mean to tell me, man, he was inside the restaurant with a Draco?
He came up in there with the long boy, waiting for the cookies, holding on to the Draco.
Now, this is just my philosophy, and I'll let you all go. Now, they said Dolph was at the gas station before he went there, and the pictures I seen of him at the gas station, nobody was in the car with him. So I'm thinking, man, old dude that run the place, he had that little skinny dude that was supposed to be Dolph's, I guess, again, quote-unquote, security guard in that place. I believe that dude was already in the cookie shop to damn knock Dolph off. And them other guys that they got outside that pulled up in the white Mercedes, I believe that was just a decoy. Man, I believe them damn dudes were just out there acting, man. I don't even probably believe they probably busted no round. And then when the guy ran out, he was probably acting like he was shooting at them, because ain't no way that if he came that close proximity of a man, somebody in that Mercedes should have been dead.
Yo, that's some real talk,
so, yeah,
man.
It's definitely some type of conspiracy, bro. It definitely.
Yeah, and I don't trust the cookie place, because they was founded off of death. Like, they've been making money off of somebody dying ever since they opened up and all that. So it's kind of sketchy. And no doubt, thank you so much for your phone call and all that. He gonna go on. Inspector Gadget and all that. Hello, who this is, man? Okay. Yeah, well, y'all need to get it together. But that's Negro here nor there. Now I hear with homies, something is going on with that cookie shop. But like I said, man, young Dolph is still getting people bodied, and he ain't even alive no more, yo. So it's something very haunting. I can't even look at pictures of young Dolph. It's something creepy and eerie about the brother and all that. Hold on, y'all. Hello, who this is, man? Hello? Okay.
Spicy, man. The real, not South Mexico.
What the fuck going on tonight? But that's Negro here nor there. Look, we gonna cut them silly ass phone calls for us. Let me get this one real quick. Hello, who this is, man?
Yo, what's good?
Yeah,
what's good, my brother? It's Chapulin, man. Checking in from New Brunswick, New Jersey. What's goodies?
Yo, man, we over here talking about this young Dolph situation. My question for you is, do you think these are a bunch of senseless killings, or do you think they justify killings going on in Memphis right now?
I think they justify, man, because, like, I agree with you, to be honest. Like, I feel like Dolph coming back from the dead, and I feel like before he died, right, he told his homies, like, yo, if anything happened to me, ride for me. So I feel like he had his homies on.
Is this turning you on? You sound like you having
man.
sex with yourself and all that, bruh. Like, you get horny off of this type of stuff. We not trying to have them type of conversations, bruh. You creeping me out a little bit. You stroking it while you talking about people passing away. I know you got on the black lipstick with the black nail polish and all that. We ain't trying to do that, bruh. He getting horny with himself. Hello. Who this is, man? Okay, these goddamn clowns act like they don't know who they on the damn phone. And not to call them clowns, but some people just can't get right and all that. Yo, we need to see this real quick before I get out of here. Because this whole young Dolph situation ain't right. Hold on, y'all. Look at this right here. Grab this real quick. Yo, check this out, y'all. Because this is real creepy stuff. How y'all don't know what's going on and y'all, he right there. And how come the people that worked at the store wasn't at the store? You work at the store, you wasn't there. Your daddy worked there, he wasn't there. Your mama worked there, she wasn't there. I ain't know who it was. You ain't hear them screaming young Dolph? So your employees didn't know who he was? He just dumbfounded. I don't know who's who. Like, what's happening? It's blood all over the place. Like, how did this happen? This ain't making no sense, yeah.
You can hear my dad, you know, he was just like, stay with me, dog. Just stay with me, brother. You know?
And then you can hear What you mean you could hear my dad saying, stay with me, Dolph, stay with me? You just said that he ain't know who it was. In the same, yo, she lying all over the place. My dad ain't know who it was. Then you could hear my dad saying, stay with me, Dolph, stay with me. Look at this, y'all.
We was kind of distraught at the time, but, you know, we heard my cousin in the back.
Hold on, run that back.
It was Dolph, so it was real fast.
Hold on, Dolph, when he called like somebody shot
Maurice
Dolph.
drove up to see his workers raising their heads from ducking bullets and the young man.
He was just distraught. He was hysterical. He was punching on the window, and because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't.
Hold on, wait a minute. They said he rolled up and saw his workers raising their heads from ducking bullets. So you came immediately after the shooting? Where was you at? And you got on the chef hat all the damn time. So what was you on, your lunch break or something? If they raising their heads up, the dudes just got finished shooting. And if they was shooting from outside, you ain't about to pull up. After you seen the person that was shooting. Listen at this, yeah.
I didn't know there was a body laying there, and I thought, matter of fact, I thought he had shot the place up himself.
So your dad,
Look, y'all gonna have to let me know in the comment section what y'all think about all this, man. Cause the whole cookie shop is haunted, and that's the reason why I wanted to make this video, to let y'all know, man. Memphis got a lot of ghosts lingering around there. It's a lot of negative energy in Memphis. I want y'all to pray for Memphis out there. Let me open up these phone lines again one more time. See if we can get one more phone call before we get out of here, man. And for my people out there, young Dolph's family and all that, yo, this is very unfortunate, but if this man was throwing up them hand signs and allegedly with them secret societies and all this stuff is happening, it's too much negative energy for the black community. We already got enough issues and all that. And remember when Tupac died and people in California was getting killed left and right? Hold on, y'all. Did this motherfucker call in here earlier? Okay, let me grab this real quick. Hello, who this is, man?
Yo, Maurice from Trenton, New Jersey, man. What's up,
didn't you call in here already?
Yeah.
Whatever you
I
had to
just
say
do
the first time, that was good enough, bro. Don't call here no more. You gonna call up here 55 times. Let me block his dumb ass. How many times you gonna call up here and all that? The first time you called in, you ain't had shit to say. Let me, I know it sounds like I'm being rude, but sometimes you gotta fight ignorance with ignorance and all that. That's the only way. And maybe that's the reason why they doing all that killing out there in Memphis. Cause some people just don't get it and all that. Let me grab this real quick. Hello. Who this is?
What up, though?
Hey, what's going on, bro? We gonna need you to cut all that off in the background.
Man, that's you right there, man. I'm listening to you right.
Okay, I'm about to get out of here. Cause every time we try to have a serious conversation about what's good, look, I don't cut the whole stream off. I'm over here fucking up. People got me messed up in the game. Every time we try to have a real conversation about what's going on in the black community, everybody want to be goofy. Don't nobody want to take it seriously. And that's the reason why we just can't get ahead, because you got so many clowns out here that want to joke and play and act like everything funny when it's really not and all that. People call up here farting. People eating when they call up here. They watching pornos in the background. I just don't know what to do. I'm trying to do something for the people, but the people don't want it if it's right, you know. So I'm just going to keep on doing what I do. I need y'all to pray for me and all that, because it's getting real rough out here in these streets. And make sure y'all do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, man. Also hit that notification button, y'all. I can't right now. I got to go. And hit that Cash App too, $ Sean Blaze Docs. I would really appreciate that. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, yeah.
You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe. You know you want to, you might as well subscribe.